Another episode of The Walk Down. Life. Life is good, man. Life is great. Yes, life is great. Yeah, life is great, man. Nice, beautiful day. Nice and cool. You know what I'm saying? This is the next episode of The Walk Down, man. Enjoy life. Try to live life the best way as possible. Try to live life a little bit to pass something down to your family. You know, try to live a long, healthy life. You turn it around. Yeah, I got to turn it around. I'm tired of looking at the camera. You like to live a long, healthy life, man. Grow to be old. It's a beautiful thing, man. Life is great. You know, you work, you earn, you save, you collect assets. A lot of people say, I hear some people say, well, you know, why are we doing this? Why are we saving the money? Why are we buying the stocks? Why are we doing these things? Because a lot of people say, when you do these things, what's the reason of doing it? You know what I'm saying? And you can't take it with you. See, that's the mindset we can't have, bro. We gotta have the mindset of to leave something behind, man, for your family. So your life and your spirit and your legacy will forever be remembered from generations and generations to come. To live a good, best life as you can live, right? To live the best life that you can live and work and build something. And live, hopefully God bless you to live to be an older age and for you to bless the people that are behind you when it's all over with. You know what I'm saying? What am I doing? I just got through running 4 miles and I'm doing my walk down. The name of this show is The Walk Down. And if you ain't see what the name of it is, life is great. Life is great, man. You know what I'm saying? So, life is great. And when life is over, the goal should be, man, make sure to leave something back and behind for the people in your family. That's what's great, to be able to, when you pass on, the passing of you blesses somebody else. So that's great, man. That's an awesome feeling. That's awesome. Well, you won't be able to feel it no more because you're gone, but your family members will be able to appreciate you better, and that's the reason, man. Get out of the mindset of why are we doing all this saving, why are we doing all this investing, why are we buying all these stocks and we can't take it with us? Why are we building all this wealth and you can't take it with you? That's the point, bro. The point is to build. The next generation build off the next generation, right? Because one thing you don't want to do, man, is you don't want to live your life broke and spend all your money and leave the burden of your family members to try to figure out how they're going to put you to rest. You know what I'm saying? They should be worrying about mourning and a time of celebration. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why we save the money. That's the reason why we stack these stocks. That's the reason why we invest and hold on to these investments. That's right. To bless the next generation of the family, man. That's why, bro. That's why we do that. And it's a blessing, man. But when somebody, especially an elder, if you've been around basically your whole life, and God takes them home, and the work that they put in, right, is evidence. You know what I'm saying? But what they, not only how they treat the community and how they treat other people, but how they treat their family. You know what I'm saying? As being a blessing to the family. And it's up to the family and the people behind to try to keep it going, to keep the blessings, to keep on passing the blessings down generation through generation through generation through generation, man. Life is good. That's all I can say. Life is good, man. Life is good. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to this to this live right now, and there's a lot of people that I've talked to got the mindset, man, why am I doing all this? I can't take it with me. Why do I have these things? I can't take it with me. It's not the purpose, man. Your life is not supposed to be a life of selfishness. You know what I'm saying? That's being selfish, right? You got family that love you. You got kids that love you. You know what I'm saying? You got nieces and nephews that love you. You know, and as long as they're doing the right thing, you know what I'm saying, and keeping the dream alive, you know what I'm saying, you're supposed to be a blessing to the people, right? To leave a legacy behind that your family members can remember you by. You know what I'm saying? And to put something on their mind, right? That's the reason why life is good, man. Life is good. Life is good. Somebody listening to this, I need you to understand that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's wondering, man, why am I doing all this? You know what I'm saying? Why do I got to, what's the reason? I can't take none of this stuff with me. That's not the purpose, bro. First of all, we got to get that selfishness out your mind. You know what I'm saying? You got to get that selfishness out of your mind. Life is good. Life is great. You know what I'm saying? You live your life to the fullest. Do the best that you can do. Be the best that you can be. You know what I'm saying? That way, and hopefully you live a nice, beautiful life to be old. It's a beautiful thing to get to be 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100 years old. We just seen a beautiful funeral from a president, man. You know what I'm saying? What a great way to go out. You know what I'm saying? Life's nice, beautiful life. We hear all the things that they said about President Carter, right? We heard all the great things that they said about the man. You know what I'm saying? Legacy will move on. You know what I'm saying? But see, that's on a high scale. I'm talking about on a lower scale amongst us as individuals and people. You know what I'm saying? You should want your family to keep talking. Your name should go on through them. Your life and the game you put down. The game that you put down. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be remembered and passed on through generation and generation and generations. That's why life is so good. You know what I'm saying? The ability to pass wealth, investments, whatever it is, on to the next generation, whether it be a house, whatever it might be. It might be some money, or whatever it might be, to be able to pass it on. You know what I'm saying? To be a blessing to your family. You know what I'm saying? All in the name of love. All in the name of love, man. Because guess what? You have to have so much love, not only for yourself, but the love for your family, to be able to put in all this work and get in all these investments. You know what I'm saying? Save money. You know what I'm saying? And have the mindset of earn, spend less, and invest, right? Knowing that, hey, I got to go one day. But have the mindset of, it's not for me. It's a blessing to my family when I'm gone. The last thing I want, bro, is for my family to have to worry about, right, how they gonna bury me. That's the last thing. That's terrible, bro. Now that's one thing. See, a lot of people worried about if they stack up this money, they can't take it with them. Man, the last thing you want to do, bro, the last thing is to pass on and not have nothing because you done spent all the money because you had that mindset of I can't take it with me. And then the burden of what somebody gonna do with you after you pass and God bring you home, that's the worst thing in the world, man. To have a family have to worry about how they gonna pay for your funeral. That's the worst thing in the world. Hello? That's the worst thing in the world, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the worst thing in the world. The best thing in the world is to have a family member that live a great life to the best of his ability, to be able to, man or woman, to be able to earn, invest, save, whatever it takes. You know what I'm saying? Have life insurance and all these other different revenue streams to be able to say, well, hey, and understand, I know I can't take this stuff with me, bro. But guess what? I want to be of a blessing to my family whenever I pass. That's a beautiful thing, bro. That way they will always remember that particular person. That's how your life go on. That's how your spirit and your legacy move on, and your teachings. And hopefully by your teachings and the way you live your life, that your life could be an example to your downline, your cousins, your uncles, your nephews, your kids if you have them when you die. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. how to be a successful man or woman in the United States of America. Life is good. Life is good, man. Life is good. To be able to pass the game down. Now that's the real game, bro. That's the real game right there. That's the real game. Everybody always talking about the game and the hustle and all that. That's the real game right there. To be able to stack and be able to teach and be able to pass down, to be able to live a good life of earning, being a grateful American, maybe serve for the military, and then pass on quietly, knowing that, hey, I did what I needed to do. I did my work. I did my service. And I'm still servicing people right now as I'm passing. What a great feeling. Life is good. Life is good, bro. As I walk through this walk that I'm doing, I call the walk down, and I see it's bright sunny outside. Life is good, bro. Life is good. Life is good. Anybody out there had a mindset, or what am I doing this for? I can't take it with me. Bro, you got to get out of that negative mindset. And I pray that God take you up out of that negative mindset. Because guess what? There's a reason why we grow the dough. There's a reason why we invest. There's a reason why, bro. It's not selfishness. It's not. It's not. It's not worried about, I can't take it with me. That's not what it is. It's the celebration of life. It's a celebration, bro. It's not agony. It's not agony. Listen to the OG. It's not agony. That's the most beautiful thing in the world. When you ain't got to, when you pass on and your family ain't got to try to make no damn barbecue place to pay for your burial. Listen to the OG. That's more than likely, I hate to say it like this, but that's mostly what happened 9 times out of 10. People that have the mindset, well, I can't take it with me. Guess what they gonna do, y'all? They gonna blow it all. And guess what? Them same people that had the mindset of I can't take it with me, what am I doing all this for? I can't take it with me. Guess what? Them be the same ones that the family that loved them have to scoop around and run around and try to figure out a way and put out a GoFundMe to try to bury them. That's selfishness. You got to get the selfishness out your blood, man. Life is great. I'm saying it all over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it all over and over and over again. Life is great. It's great to live your life. Earn. Especially doing something you love to do. Earning. Doing what you love to do. And making a way. With the understanding, I know I can't take this with me. So guess what? I'm going to be a blessing to somebody in my family. I'm going to be a blessing to whenever I go, I'm going to be a blessing to whoever is behind me. I'm going to be a blessing to my kids. I'm going to be a blessing to my niece. I'm going to be a blessing to my nephew. I'm going to be a blessing to my cousin. If you ain't got no kids, I'm going to be a blessing to somebody in my family. If you ain't got no nieces or cousins or whatever, I'm going to be a blessing to the church. I'm going to be a blessing to somebody in the church. That's a great, wonderful feeling, man. That's great. That's a great legacy to live back. No matter what, your life, and what you put down, and that's real game. The game that you put down will never be forgotten. Might not have no family, but you deep in faith. You deep and rooted in your faith. But you done earned, spend less, and you've been investing. And you got stuff that you can't take with you. Guess what you do? You be a blessing to somebody in the church. Somebody in the church. It's somebody that done changed their life in the church that you've been watching, that you understand. They just need a jump start. But they have changed, but they just need a jump start. Guess what? You be a blessing to them, and they'll never forget you. Your life goes on. And life goes on. Life is good. Life is great. I pray that God bless everybody to get in that type of mindset. To get in that type of mindset, to find out what you love to do and master it. And then go through the building blocks of building something, not only for you, something that you can pass down to somebody in your family so they can, and teach them. That's the most beautiful thing in the world, man. That's the most beautiful thing to see. Some people have never seen that before. Some people don't even know what it looked like. And that's why life is great, bro. Life is great. See, we gotta change the way we think. We gotta get off of this self mindset and way of thinking and way of going about life. We gotta start thinking about the future, bro. We gotta start thinking about the future. Thinking about not just the future. I always talk about 15, 20 years of investing. I'm talking about the future of when I'm gone. The future is when I'm gone. And to be able to raise and have the type of family that's gonna do what? Put it down. The same way you put it down. The same way you put it down. But then guess what? Sometimes it don't work out like that. You know what I'm saying? The other side of the flip coin, but guess what? As long as you know I did what I needed to do. That's the loveliest thing in the world. That know what, hey, I did my service. I worked for me and my family. That's the reason why we on this earth, bro. It's to work for your family. To be a blessing to each other. The elders be a blessing to the youngins. And then the youngins become elders and they be a blessing to those youngins. That's what it's about. So as I work and as I do this thing that I do, guess what? In my mind, I'm thinking about my downline. On a daily basis, I'm thinking about the people that I love. On a daily basis, I'm thinking about of being a blessing to them. And guess what? I don't care what they do with the blessing while I'm gone. But when I close my eyes and God called me home, guess what I know? I know I did my job. See, that's when life is great, bro. When God called you home and you know when before you take your last breath, that you know you did the best you could do, and you put your game down, and you know you blessed everybody, and you know that you did what you needed to do. Now it's next to the next people to carry it on, whatever the game you put down. That's how it works, y'all. I'm here to tell you, that's how it works. Whenever we get the mindset, whenever you start thinking like that, guess what? Then you would understand. Because every single day, your mind will be on what your legacy gonna be. What people gonna forget a legacy. What your family members gonna think about you. Will your teachings and the way you live your life and once you dead, everybody see exactly what you really about, right? Everybody see. They already know that what you done did. You done worked. You done went to the church. You done donated. You know what I'm saying? You done did a lot for the community. But when it's all said and done, what's in those papers after you gone, bro? That's what tells everything. That's what tells everything. And guess what? Whenever I close my eyes, I want it to be said with, man, Pawpaw, Daddy, cousin, homeboy, whatever, man. He really, you know what I'm saying? He left something behind for us, man. He really did, he really did show us the way. We got to live in the likeness and the image of God, but at the same time, we got to continue this game that Grandpa or whoever, etc., put down. Yes. I don't want to. I don't want to pass on and leave a burden and leave my kids and my family in debt. I don't want that, bro. I don't want to. Well, my family got to do a GoFundMe or sell chicken plates. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna say he was a vegan. Got to sell chicken plates and barbecue plates and fish plates to try to come up with the money. You know what I'm saying? No, hell no. Oh no. This ain't that and that ain't this. I want to be a blessing. When God called me home, I'm gonna be a blessing to my family. That's right. I'm gonna be a blessing to my family. That's the goal of a man. That's the goal of a parent. That's the goal of an adult. Some people ain't got no kids, but you can be a blessing to somebody in your community. You can be a blessing to somebody in your community. Life is good. Life is great. Life is great, bro. We just got to take it day by day. Every single day I think about that. You know what I'm saying? Every single day I think about when I'm gone, to be a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Every single day I try to take strides, you know what I'm saying, of being a blessing. Whenever, because guess what, at the end of the day, when God call you home, man, only people that really gonna be there is gonna be under your body, you know what I'm saying, it's your family, your kids, your close to kin if you ain't got no kids. Them the only ones, man. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to, they're already grieving. You don't want to leave them with no debt, no drama. You want it to be all love. You know what I'm saying? Grieving, life is great, bro. Whenever you're 75 and you lived your life, a good life, it don't have to be great. That's the average American life. But at the same time, you did little tweaks. That way, when you pass on, you left something to the people that got to take care of your body whenever you're gone. That's why we save the money. That's why we buy the stocks. That's why we do it. That's why we understand that we can't take it with us. We understand that. I don't want to take it with me. I want to leave it to my kids and my grandkids. I want to leave it to my family, bro. That's who I want to leave it to. I want everybody to be a blessing and inspired. Because not only is there a blessing involved, it's also inspirational. It's inspiration, bro. When you know you got an uncle, you got a cousin, you got a daddy or a mama, brother, whatever, old age, knowing they put the work in, and then you find out on what it really means to be a human being, what life is really about. Life is about making sure that the people that come behind you are taken care of. That's what life is about. At the end of the day, we all gotta go. When I go, I want to be a blessing to my family, to the people that actually take the time out to go through all the process of when you gone. It's a process that once you transition and you no longer there, it's a process you gotta go through. It's a process your family gotta go through. And guess what? It's a blessing, it's inspiration when they realize what your life really meant. I want my life to mean something to my family and my grandkids and my downline, bro. Yeah, I do. I want my family I want my life to mean something to them at the end of the day. I want my life to carry on through generation to generation to generation. Like I talk about my great-grandfather all the time. That man, you know what I'm saying? His life and his legacy gonna live on longer than his life. Listen now, that's what I'm saying. Your legacy, your life, what you put down and the work you put down in your little bit of time that we on this earth, because trust me, 75 years, 100 years, that's not long. Life is short. 75, 85, 95, 100 years, bro. It's not long. It's not. Why is it not long, Stock Sniper? It's not long because once you put it down the way it's supposed to be down, and you leave, you are an inspiration to your family members. You are an inspiration to your cousins. You're inspiration to your daughters and your kids. You're inspiration to your nieces and nephews and uncles. Guess what they do? They tell the next generation about you. They tell their kids about you. They show the kids your picture. They tell the stories. They tell what type of worker you was. In other words, you are inspiration to your whole generational family, and it gets passed down 4 and 5 generations, and it goes on. That's life, bro. That's life. My great-grandfather picture's on my wall. If you joining me every single morning from 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Monday through Friday, that picture on the back of the wall, that's my great-grandfather on that wall, and my mama. The stories, the knowledge, the game, passed down. It's being passed. It's a process right now. It already got put into work. How it got put into work? It got started off with my great-grandfather. He put it down. And now that same game, that same name, that same inspiration is already being instilled to my grandkids as I speak right now. God is good. Life is good, bro. Life is good. Life is good. So guess what? That's already almost 100 years worth of knowledge and game right there. It's already been put down like that. Already put down. That's why I try to tell y'all, 75 years ain't long, bro. 80 years ain't long. 100 years ain't long. Yeah, 100. Yeah, it is long if you ain't putting no game down. It is long if you ain't inspiration to your family and your kids and your grandkids. Because guess what? They ain't gonna talk about you. Yeah, that's when it ain't long. They ain't gonna talk about you. All the thing they gonna remember is you left a whole lot of debt. And then guess what? After that, they ain't talking about you no more. Not an inspirational way anyway. We need to start inspiring our downline, inspiring them to be like great-great-great-granddaddy and them. Inspire them. If you know you come from a line of a military, inspire them guys to be in the military. If you know you come from a family of doctors or lawyers or whatever, or mechanics, inspire mechanics. You know what I'm saying? If all the women in your family like mine worked at the hospital and are nurses, you know what I'm saying, working in the medical field, inspire them younger girls to be in the medical field. That's downline, man. That's downline. That's a great thing. So that means that the women that inspired them, as far as my grandmother and my mom and all them that inspired them to work into the medical field, now what? Now they grandkids are in the medical field, which are my daughters, are in the medical field. That's what it's all about, y'all. Life is good. Life is great. Can't say it enough. But don't worry. No worry, man. If you can start right now today. Long as God wake you up, and you can put your right foot in front of your left foot like what I'm doing right now. As long as you can do that, bro, you can start right here today. All you gotta do is just change your mind. That's it. Change your mind. Look, you know, nobody ever was inspiration to me and my family. And once you understand that, well, then you got to say, well, man, I got to change my mind. And guess what? I got to be an inspiration to the family now. I got to take the load. I want to be an inspiration. You know what I'm saying? To the downline of the family. I want to be an inspiration to the community. But most likely, I want to be inspiration to my kids and my grandkids and my nieces and nephews. I want to be the head. I want to be the one to inspire them. I want to be the one that show them how to be a successful American to the best of their ability. I want to be the one that show them, hey, man, all it takes is little bitty baby steps. You know what I'm saying? In life. You know what I'm saying? And all you got to do is stay down till you come up. But the goal is to pass it all down to the next family members and inspire the next generation in your family. I want to be the one that do that. It don't take with a shift in the mindset, bro. That's all it takes. That's all it takes, man, is a shift in the way you think and the shift in the way you process stuff and be around the right people. You can change your whole family dynamics, man. And it don't take much and it don't take long. Listen to the OG. I passed up where I was supposed to go. I'm on one of them days now. Y'all know when I get to rolling, I get to rolling. And life is great. Life is great, man. Don't let nobody tell you life ain't great. I don't care what position you in. All you gotta do is change your mind. I don't care what position you in life. You know what I'm saying? It could be that your kids don't even deal with you. I don't care what position you in. It means that you got to change your mindset. You got to change the way you think about life. You got to start hanging around the right people. You got to start talking to the right people that just talking like I'm talking right now. You got to hear that on a daily basis. You got to hear it, bro. You got to keep hearing it. You got to keep hearing it. That's the only way you're going to change your mind. Because once you change your mind, then after you change your mind, it goes into your subconscious mind. And then once you put it in your subconscious mind, then it comes out into action. Then it comes out into action. But you got to get your mind out of that. You got to get your head out of that rut, man. You got to get your head out of that selfishness. You got to get it. You got to get your mind off of selfishness. For real. The goal in life is to inspire, to help, to be of benefit, to be of service to somebody. Once you get that, once you understand that, and you change your mind, ain't nothing more powerful than to change mind. Once you understand that, bro, only then, and only then, bro, will you become a better human being in this society that we live in today. And only then, man. And have the mindset that, hey, I gotta do whatever else I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to leave a legacy behind. I want to inspire. I want to inspire the people that's up under me. I want to inspire in a positive way. In a positive way, and that's the beautiful thing. Life is great. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Don't let them tell you, man. Don't let them tell you that. You know what I'm saying? And I pray that the people that don't understand that, I hope that God changes their mind. I hope that God put them in around the right people. They will get a clear understanding on what this is. A clear understanding. I don't care if you've been a deadbeat daddy and your kids don't want to have nothing to do with you. You can still put it in process. Because at the end of the day, once you put the work in, and they might not even want to have nothing to do with you, but guess what? Don't worry. Put the work in. If you can't get the relationship the way you want it to be, put the work in. And then once at the end of the day, you know that, hey, when I'm gone, I left them something. I've been working on it. I tried to work on the relationship, but guess what? They don't want to have nothing to do with me, and I can't be mad at them. Why you can't be mad at them? Because you've been a deadbeat dad for so long. And they won't understand the changing of your mind. You know what I'm saying? So what you would have to do, if don't get down about it, you just have to put some things in place, level 1, level 2, and level 3. That way, when it all hit the fan, you know that, hey, I got something for you. I want to be an inspiration to you. And they'll think they'll be so happy and so blessed. Like, golly, man. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't like the old dude, but man, this dude was an inspiration to me, man. He really was. You know what I'm saying? He was a deadbeat, shitty daddy in the beginning, but golly, at the end of the day, I should have gave him another chance, because the old man really did change his life. And that's the whole goal. That's the whole goal, bro. That's when you pass on, that the people up under you, particularly your family, your daughters, whatever, your kids, are inspired by the work you put in. That's what it's about, bro. To be inspired by the work you put in. I don't care, man, look. I don't care about what nobody said about me at all. I don't care. But guess what? I care about what my daughters think about me. I care about what my grandkids think about me. I care about what my mama think about me. I don't care about what nobody else think about me. But them people right there, particularly my daughters and my grandkids. That's all. I don't care about, man, I don't care what nobody say. But when it comes to my kids and my grandkids, I care what they say. I don't care about what none of these Negroes say at all. I do not care. I don't care what my favorite rapper say. I don't care what the homeboy on the block say. I don't care what nobody say, but I care about what my kids say, and I care about what not only what they say, but what they think about me. I care about that. And I know I gotta live a life, right? I gotta walk a certain type of way to be an inspiration to them. I gotta be an inspiration to my nieces and nephews, especially if they ain't got no daddy. I gotta be an inspiration to them. I gotta show them what a great, first of all, I gotta show them what a great man is. And second of all, I gotta show them what a great American is. That's what I got. It's the two things I gotta do. I gotta show them what they gotta do to be you ain't gonna be perfect, but you have to walk a certain way and live a life the best of your ability. And you gotta leave them a footprint on how to work and how to make a move. That's what you gotta do. Sometimes you can have like the worstest kid, bro, or whatever. But guess what? Once you pass, and then they go to thinking, man, I really understand what Paul was talking about. I really understand what daddy or mama was talking about. I'm about to change my life. Daddy and Papa, cousin, was an inspiration to me. Even though he ain't here to see it. It doesn't matter if he's here to see it or not. The thing is, he was an inspiration to me, and now I can activate whatever I learned from him, his footprints, and I can pass it on to the next generation. That's more important than anything, bro. I don't care what I'm not here to see. I don't care what I'm not here to see. All I know is I want to be able to know that it's going to the next line. That's all I need to know. That's it. All I need to know is I'm being an inspiration to somebody that's up under me, and then somebody that's up under them, and then somebody that's under them. That's all I need to know. And guess what? If that don't happen, guess what? I'm still gonna be happy, because guess what? I put the work in. I did what I needed to do. I can rest in peace. I can rest in peace, man. I can rest in peace. Life is great. Life is great. Life is great, y'all. Life is great. Life is great. See, hello. See what we got to start doing? We got to start spending time with these old folks, man. 75, 80 years old. We got to start spending more time with them. You know what I'm saying? Because why we got to start spending more time with them? Because they got the game. The game that these dudes be talking about on the internet and they be talking about in this rap music, that ain't no game. You got to start spending more time and start listening to these old school 75, 80 years old. I don't care if you're 20, I don't care if you're 25. What? Start spending more time with the people in your family that's doing something that's 75, 80, 85 years old. You got to, man. You got to. Appreciate y'all for joining me. But you got to do that. Life is great. I can't say it enough. Life is great. Listen to the OG. Life is great. As I walk down this walk down that I'm doing right now, 4 miles, walking another, I'm out about 2 miles now. And as I tell y'all, hopefully y'all get an understanding what I'm talking about. Because we all need to do a little bit better. We got to do better. Even me, I got to do better too. And that's why I got to have that thought and that mind process and that conversation and that every single day. Every single day, I think about what's to happen at the end of the day, at the end of the road. Think about it every single day. How can I be a blessing? That's what I think about. How can I be a blessing to somebody? I want to be a blessing. That's what I want to be. That's the most beautiful thing ever, when you can be a blessing to somebody, of helping somebody change their life. To come up out of the slums and come out just shining like that sun shining today. Well, just last year, yeah, they was all dusty and muddy. Now look at them. They shining like that sun up there. Why? Because they changed their mind. That's why. Once you change your mind, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So we got to get out of that mindset of accumulating a lot of things, and then you got the mindset of you can't take it with you. You can't. Why are we getting all these things and I can't take it with me? Well, we got to get out of that way of thinking. We got to get out of that way of thinking. Because in your subconscious mind, that way of thinking, guess what you're going to do when you get it? You're going to blow it all. You're going to spend it all. Because your mindset is, shit, I can't take it with me. I might as well get rid of it. That's a selfish way of thinking. When you got kids, when you got nieces and nephews, you got people at the church that could benefit. So yeah, I done ran it a little bit, you know. Life is great. I done ran it a little bit. You know, this went a little bit longer than I thought it was gonna go. I ran it a little bit. Life is great. Life is great. But yeah, we gotta get out of that mindset, bro, of why am I working so hard? Why am I saving? Why am I investing? Why am I doing these things? And I can't take none of it with me. We gotta get out of that mindset. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get out of that mindset. We know, you can't take it with you. But you got kids, you can pass. The name of the game is, once you gone and God call you home, the name of the game is pass it down to your kids, to your family members, and teach them how you did that. Leave a footprint of your game. That's the real game. The real game is what you gonna leave your family behind when God call you home. Live a nice, productive life, the best of you could be, and stack your bread and your investments. That way, guess what? When God call you home and God bless you to be older, and God call you home, you could be a blessing to your kids. And whatever you put down, that blessing will be put into their kids. And it goes on and on and on and on and on like that. That's life, bro. Life is great. Yeah, it is. Life is great. Like the rap song say, I ain't gonna say the word, life is a beat, then you die. Life is not that, bro. You gotta stop playing that song. Life is a beat, then you die. Life is not a beat, then you die. Life is great. If you live life the way it's intended to be lived. Life is great. It's a beautiful thing. Life is not a beat. It's not. And you gotta stop listening to that, because you keep listening to it, it's gonna go into your subconscious mind, and you actually that's the energy you're gonna put out. That life is a beat, then you die. Then you don't appreciate life. Life is great, bro. The whole process is great. And then, whenever God call you home, it'll be a blessing. I can't say that enough, bro. To be a blessing to your family. That's the baddest thing ever, man. When you know somebody that done died, and then they ain't got and then they family got to GoFundMe and sell mashed potato plates. Man, that is horrible, bro. That is so embarrassing. It's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing. So we got to get out of that mindset. Once we get into the mindset of blessing, I want to be a blessing. I want to be a blessing to somebody. I work to become a blessing. I work to become a blessing to somebody. I want to be a blessing to somebody. I want to be a blessing to somebody. I want to be a blessing to my kids. The older I get, the more I want to be a blessing to them. I want to inspire them. I want to leave a footprint, a blueprint, a real blueprint on life. Life is great. Life is great. Yeah, it is. So this is the walk down, y'all. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. Beautiful message today. It really is, you know what I'm saying? I hope I ain't step on nobody's toes. I'm only speaking reality, you know what I'm saying, on what goes on in real life. You feel me? And I just speak it, you know, and don't get me, and if I did step on your toes, guess what, man? You can change it, bro. It's simple. You can change it and be a blessing. You know what I'm saying? And be a blessing. I want to be a blessing, bro. You know what I'm saying? To my kids, to my grandkids. I want, you know, even if I live 80 years or 100, I want my name, you know what I'm saying, and my spirit, and basically, you know, the game I put down, my footprint on what I teach them, I want that to be 200, 300, 400, 500 years and more, and to keep it on going. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? All the successful businesses. If you want to talk about Walmart, you know what I'm saying? The Walters that own Walmart. You know what I'm saying? That's that's what they did. You know what I'm saying? They all that name at Walmart and that Walton, that name that they have, it's been passed down. The people who really started Walmart been dead, but guess what? That name and that legacy and that inspiration of footprint that game that the Waltons put down way back when they first started building the Walmart, it lives today. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking about this, I'm using that as an example. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know who owns Walmart, bro. Everybody knows who owns Whataburger. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows that those are family businesses that started 60, 70, 80 years ago. That's going to last for way longer than a lifetime. That's what I'm talking about. That's an example right there. If you think about it, what is he talking about? Just think about Walmart. Walmart is a family-owned business that was started a long time ago. And guess who's running it now? The great-grandkids, you know what I'm saying? The name goes on. The legacy goes on. You know what I'm saying? They got Gus's Gus's fried chicken. You go in there and you see the people that started it way back in 1929 or 30, whenever it was. And you see them people name live on. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying the name right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's an example of what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's an example of what I'm talking about. Even Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? We want to talk about Donald Trump. The game that he putting down right now, he got from his daddy and his grandfather. That, you know what I'm saying? Donald Trump Jr. and his kids. That game that, you know what I'm saying, that I'm talking about right now is right through their family. It's being passed down through generation. Some family members ain't a part of the program because they don't want to, which they got their right. They don't want to align with the foundation of the blueprint of the family. You know what I'm saying? So you got to go over there. You know what I'm saying? But that's a great example. The president of the United States Donald Trump about to be the president in 2 weeks. All that stuff, that game that he put down, that come from generation to generation of his upline. That's what I'm talking about right now, which is an example. President Carter, may rest in peace, who they just buried last week. His game, military family, he got that game from his daddy and grandpa. That's what I'm talking about. That game keeps going on and on and on. And guess what? What President Carter put down in those 100 years, guess what's gonna happen to all that stuff that we heard? I don't know if you listened to the President Carter's funeral, but all the stuff that we learned about President Carter, bro, all that stuff, guess what? That stuff is gonna go on for 2, 3, 4, 5, for thousands of years. For thousands of years. So the game that you put down, the life that you live, is very, very, very important. It's very, very important. Why, Stock Sniper? Because if you really think about it, 80 years is not a long time. 100 years is not a long time. But what you do in those 80 to 100 years can last thousands of years. They talk about Jesus, right? We hear, what is that? That's what I'm talking about right now. The Muslims, they talk about Elijah Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? They still talking about these guys. Why? Because they affected generations and generations of people in a positive way. That's what I'm talking about right now. That little time that we live on, we got on the precious time that God give us on earth. It's not long, bro. Yeah, 180. He lived to be 100. That's a long time. But if you really think about it, 100 years is not a long time. It's not. It's not a long time. You got a small amount of time to making a big effect. You got a small amount of time to put your game down. You know what I'm saying? And be of inspiration to your family and to your community and to your state and to your country. You have a little bit of time to be that tight. Life is short, bro. Life is short. And people gonna remember you after you dead on the game that you put down while you was here on this earth. Yeah, especially on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So if you keep going like that, all this stuff that I'm putting down, my people gonna be able to hear whatever I'm putting down on this internet hundreds of years from now. Gonna be able to go back and listen to what I'm saying. And the last thing I want, bro, this is to all the content creators. Bro, just think about this. Would you want your grandkids, your great-grandkids, your great-great-grandson, your great-great-great-granddaughter to be listening at you being messy and gossiping and starting drama on the internet, bro? When you dead and gone, that's what they get to hear? Or do you want them to hear you being an inspiration to somebody? Do you want when you gone and they be able to listen to whatever you put down on this internet, that your great-great-great-grandkids hearing you putting something down that could possibly change somebody's life? Or do you want all those great-great-grandkids down the line to hear you being messy and gossip on the internet streets? At the YouTube streets, as they call it. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? I gotta turn around. Is that what you want? We gotta really think about what we doing in life, bro. Not just on the internet, but how you live your daily life. Do you want your people, your kids and your grandkids and your great-grandkids, do you want them to be inspired by what you did on this earth? You don't want them to be embarrassed by how you lived your life on this earth. We gotta do better, bro. I get tired of going on this internet and seeing and not just on this internet, but in real life too, mess, gossip, ratchetness. Everybody wanna be like Sexy Red and Megan Thee Stallion. Man, I'm tired of seeing all that, bro. Because guess what I know about life? In life, all that ratchetness is just gonna go away, just like everything else. And then God gonna align it the way it's supposed to be done. And guess what your digital and reality footprint gonna be? Pure embarrassment. That's embarrassing, bro. I want my life. I wanna inspire somebody, bro. I wanna help somebody. I wanna be of service to somebody. That's what I want my grandkids and my great-grandkids and all them to know about me. When I'm gone, I want them to say, Paw, whatever they want to call me. I want my legacy to be of service, of help. And when he was on the internet, guess what he did? He tried to help people and he tried to inspire people. That's what I want, bro. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm doing right now. And every time I speak, and every time I say something, every single day I wake up, that's what's on my mind. That's on my mind every single day, bro. Every day it's on my mind. And that's how you gotta be. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gotta be. And if your mindset is different than that, you gotta change your mind, bro. You gotta change the way you think. You got to change who you hanging around. Ain't nothing more powerful than to change mind. I don't care what nobody say, bro. If you change your mind, it's a wrap. So that's it, man. I done ran it a little bit too long. It seemed like I've been on here longer than an hour, but I only been on here an hour. So I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button, because somebody got to hear what I'm saying. That's the goal, to get this out to as many people as I can. Because life is great. Life is great, man. Life is great. And so with that being said, I've been walking back and forth too much. It's time for me to go. I've been walking back and forth a lot. I love and I appreciate y'all. And with that being said, to the next one, this is episode 14 of The Walk Down. 4 miles in, about another 2 or 3 miles walking. I did it. Let's go!